just here, this is where I did some test sampling on my last video. Took some samples from here. This dirt here has got it's a mixture, quartz and granite and all kinds of stuff, and the yellowy orange material, I think that's decomposed granite. I think that's what it is. Anyway, so you got that down here, decomposed granite, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going further up the slope here, and you can see there's more rocks. The rocks are bigger up here, so you got that decomposed granite down the bottom there with all the fine rock particles, and then up here it gets a bit bigger. So I'm going to do some samples around this area, take some samples up here, and then I'll take them home. I've already started doing a couple over here. This ground starts to get a bit gravelly and there's some bigger rocks in amongst it, so I'll do a line across here, and yeah, and I'll just take it home and pan it out and see if I can get any copper, if there's any copper up here, see if I can find out where that copper's come from. Okay, I'll get back to you. G'day guys, back home now. This is the material the samples that I took from above where I found that copper in those old time diggings. So I brought this home, and I'm just gonna sieve it. I'm gonna put it through the sieve. Just sieve out all the bigger rocks, and then I'm just gonna pan it off. It's a sort of it's a mixture of clay and gravels. But I'm just interested to see if I get any of that copper that I got from the waste piles of the old timers diggings that I did in my last video. So I just want to see if I get any copper further up the hill, because further up the hill it actually it turns into a rocky outcrop. It's laterite gravel. Anyway, I'll finish sieving this off, and then I'll get back to you when I'm panning. Okay, pan number one. See what we get out of this lot. Yeah, I'll be going back out to that spot and just doing some more testing along that gully, because it looks really interesting down there. There's about 3 or 4 different rock types all coming into one. With this, I'm just interested to see if I can get any more copper. I mean, it'd be good to get a few specks of gold in the pan, but I'm just at the moment, because I found copper down below that incline, and when the old boys have been digging, I found fine copper there. So I'm just interested to see if it's further up the hill. Obviously it's shed down. I'll see what I've got here in this light. Probably be that fine, I won't be able to see it. Well, I've got black sand, so that's a start. Let's get rid of that out of my pan. Yeah, I can see sparkly stuff. I'm not going to say it's gold because I know what happened last time. Yeah, I'll have to look at under my jeweler's loop. I don't know if you can see that, but there is some shiny bits in the pan. There's one right just there in front of my finger. I don't know if you can see it. That's in the shade. It's just there. There's one speck there, and there's some real fine ones I could see with the light on them. A few little fine ones. There's another fine one just there, and a couple of them washed down the bottom. Yeah, so anyway, I'll have a look under the jeweler's loop because it's probably copper. I imagine it's copper because that's what I found down the bottom. I'll get back to you guys. Yeah, I looked at that metal under the jeweler's loop, yeah, and it's copper. So the only metals I'm finding so far is copper. So I'm going to have to go further up the hill, right up even on top, and take some samples from up there, and I'll end up loaming that whole side of that hill, and see if I can find a richer spot of where it's coming from. Getting more black sands in this lot. So, and I'll pull this back and see what I'll get. Yeah, same again. Just a few little specks of copper, I suppose it is. But that's the black sand I'm getting. So I'll keep all this black sand, and then I'll run it over the miller's table once I get a pile of it. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'll do the rest of that, and then if I get anything decent, I'll get back to you. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Well, guys, I got copper specks in the pan, so I was panning out, but it's smaller and less of. So I've probably got to go deeper, or what I might do is, where those old timer diggings are, I might go further down the slope and do some test pans down there. And I'll also go up on top of the hill and do some test panning. Yeah. Anyway, look what I got in the mail today. I wonder what it is. We'll open it up and have a look. Ah, that's what it is. Ah, that's the old bait pump. You beauty. It's like unwrapping a Christmas present. There we are, bait pump. Oh, there's something popped out the end, a little plastic thing. Yes sirree. Right, you know what I'll be doing next? I'll be going out doing some of those crevices in the creek. Rightio guys. Until next time, take care.